Hello, and thank you for coming to my channel. Hello, hello, and thank you for coming to my channel. Hello, and thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Sawa, and uh, this is very early for this channel, but I wanted to do it so I can go ahead with um, my homeworks and my daily activities. So before we get started, we can go ahead and do a little bit prayer, and then we can dive into our um, daily conversations. All right. So silent prayer for all those that are out there. Amen. All right, guys. If you've been here on my channel, you know I keep it real. I keep it 100. Sometimes I go all the way in and I pull myself out. But today we will try and just keep this channel sane, okay? So with that due time, please go ahead and visit my website. It's called JUSTOLOGY. Okay, it's almost like saying just die, like just me, okay? Or just saying the one, okay? Yeah, like Lady Justice, you know? So, like I was trying to tell you, before we dive in, like I said, what I have to tell you is, walking around in this world, I learned a vast majority of things. I learned how to get along with folks. I learned how to access my daily routine. I learned so much. And almost like I also failed in a lot of things and I overcame some, and I took some as lessons that I use it to teach my kids and people that I meet. So what happened with me was over here on this channel is like I said, I walk around in this world and I feel like everything in this world is like me, right? But it's not me. Do you understand? It's almost like I walk around and it's like almost like everybody's face is like me, my face. They look like me, but they're not actually me, right? And almost like also like the things that people do or say, it's like I'm saying it, but it's not me. So it's like I look. So this is how I did it. I had to walk around like, okay, that's me, and so I'm you and you are me. So that's how I had to walk around like, okay, I'm you and you are me. Because if I don't do that way, one is I get to be a little like, whoa, what's going on here? Like it kind of panics me. It's like I'm looking in my mirror. So yeah, I'm looking in my mirror everywhere I go, and I'm trying to see like, is this mirror so clear that I can stand in there and it will represent who I am, you know? So one of the things that I found very interesting in this world was they have this chakras that they call chakra, right? In I think in Asia, they have the chakras. So the chakras, they have the colors, and folks do follow it, And so every time I look at the chakras, I'm sorry, guys. To me, the the colors never align with each other. Okay, so I always look at it and I said, no, the colors to me don't align with each other. So I'm not sure how the majority of people are following the colors. You see? And a whole lot of people have videos about it that you follow, that you this is how it go and this is how it go and this is how it go. And I ask folks, you know, I ask folks, you just pointing out colors to me and telling me to learn that it was from this color all the way to that color. But there's something that you're not doing. Guys, there's something that you're not doing. You see, that's what don't make the colors to me line up. So a whole bunch of people are saying they're following enlightenment. They're trying to get to the path of enlightenment. They're trying to get out of themselves. They're trying to see the light. But I sit down and I said, when I look at these colors, by the time you get up there, I mean, you're going, it's not going to look pretty. You're going to go through a lot. Because the colors do not align with what it's saying. So, guys, I told you I go a little deeper. So I'll be looking at the colors, and I'm saying these colors are not organized. Do you know that? And folks are trying to learn as if this is the acceptable colors that you're supposed to learn it, and this is how it aligns to each other. And I'm like, no, I oppose it. It's perfect. It's there. But the alignment of the colors, it does not work. Do you understand? It's amazing how the colors have been put together, but it does not align with each other. And now I'm gonna dive you deeper to how the whole colors work on my channel, and you're going to see why I'm telling you that the colors don't align with each other. And if folks follow it like this, it's going to lead to a lot of confusion. You understand? I mean, you will get to where you're trying to go. It's not even about confusion. Your distance, the amount of time needed to get to the top, needed to get to your path of enlightenment, is going to be far. Okay? It's going to be far. And why is it going to be far? Because you have to literally, what you are going to do, you went from down to the top, to the side, up, down. You are doing, it's almost like the colors that they put was going like circulating like a snake wise. But the colors, when you look at it, for you to achieve the proper ascension of it, it's not supposed to go to the snake wise. It's going to make you go around a lot. And you're still trying to go back, trying to figure out how to get to the top. But if I teach you how it is, you'll find out, oh my God, it makes a whole bunch of sense. So every day I look at folks and I said, my God, what's going on here? Like, what's going on? You know, it's almost like, what's going on? It's like my yesterday I was literally singing a song. It was made in it's called, go to YouTube. It's like an, you know what, let me tell you something. An elephant, okay, symbolizes wisdom. Okay? An elephant symbolizes wisdom. An elephant with earrings and all that stuff is there. So let me tell you something. The song that I was hearing, and this is what the song was saying to me. I'm not judging nobody. I'm not saying anything about anything. But what I'm trying to tell you, this is what it says to me. The song is in another culture. What the song is singing is, let your kingdom come. Okay? Let your kingdom come and let your will be done on earth. Okay? Let the kingdom come and let the will be done on earth. Let the outcome and let the will be done on earth. That's what he's saying. Let the judge come and let the will be done upon this earth. Who is the judge? Who is the judge? Because when the judge comes, then guess what happened? We will see who is good and who is evil. So let me tell you now, this is not the time for you to go out there and bamboozle other people's culture. If you are a Christian and you see an Indian man singing about Ganesha and all that, you're not supposed to go out there and tell him that his culture, his way of enlightenment does not serve this planet. You are a Christian. What he or she is singing is the same thing that you pray in your churches. Do you see that? We are all trying to get to a path of enlightenment, right? So why then do you rebuke somebody's culture? When you see the African man telling you this is how I get to my spirituality, you don't sit out there and condone that. You see, what has happened is greed. Greed bestowed upon us. It infiltrated the churches. That they were thinking the only way to get the church up was to also put what? The cultures down. But within the cultures is where churches come out too. Within spirituality is where the church comes in too. And within the church is where the government system comes in. You see, so if the government system and the churches got together, they could have eliminated culture. But the government system don't want to work with churches. If it eliminates church, it eliminates cultures. Do you see that? But all they're trying to do is going to what? A place of what the judges. A place of understanding of how the word come to be. A place of where our laws came to be. All these cultures, churches, they are all trying to get to a place where we can all say we have peace upon this planet. Do you understand? So you find your peace and your path, but do not condemn others. Do not be a judge. Go out there and put other people's culture down. So when I saw folks make fun of people's culture, I said, man, you are sick. Because that culture is saying the same thing you're saying. You see, go to Japan. It's the same thing. I'll show you a video. The same thing about let the judge come, let the kingdom come. Stop putting other people's culture down. If you are a Christian, that's your culture. That's your way of getting to your enlightenment. Do not sit anywhere and tell folks, you know what? Well, you know what's funny, guys? Let me tell you. When I see folks and they said, well, I used to be a Muslim, but now I'm a Christian. I look at them and laugh. I say, you a joke. I used to be a Muslim, but now I'm a Christian. I'm like, yeah, you a joke. I used to be how do they call it? I used to be a Hindu, an Indian, this, but I'm a Christian. I'm like, you a joke. Why do I tell them they're jokes? It's the same culture, brother. It's because the practice different. So you're supposed to say, I don't like the way of practicing true alignment. But I do not condone that, because we all get to we all trying to get to one place, to that God. We are trying to preach to it that it's supposed to come down, because the people have been in so much pain and agony, confusion, that people cannot tell even if it's a nay or a yay. That's why we pray for the kingdom to come. Do you understand? So do not do that. So when I see folks that say, well, I used to be a Muslim, I'm like, okay, that's good. But guess what? Remember, if you live in here to go here to practice this, practice is good. Practice this. Huh? You can go ahead and be a Muslim. You can go ahead and go and be a Christian. You can change and go and be any other culture. Why? Because at the end of the whole day, at the end of the whole worship, you come out to find out it's only a worship. Letting the kingdom of God come. Letting what? The truth come upon this planet. What is the truth? What is love? How do you get to understand it? You are calling yourself a Christian. You see your brother out there. Your brother saying that I'm Hindu. Oh, that's from the devil. Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you? You see an African man worshiping his way. You say, well, that's from the devil. Who told you that? Modernization have modernized spirituality. So you think yours is so clean and it's so holy that everybody else is bad. Who told you that? It's the same thing. We are all serving to get to God. The cultures were separated. Huh? The cultures were separated and practiced differently according to the way the people understand it, according to the way the people mentality could understand to get to the top. Our cultures never fight with each other. They got along. It was for what? Human greed. Greed and not understanding what the culture is. That's what led to a lot of them to fall. Human greed and not understanding of each other. People did not know the three basic of it. And it led them to fall. You see here, let me tell you guys, welcome to my channel again if you are here. My name is Sawar. And you can go ahead and hit subscribe and like to my channel. Visit my website, JUSTOLOGY. Okay, .us. So guys, what I'm trying to teach you here is, you being a Christian, it's not different from a Hindu. Do you understand? The practice is what makes it different. The practices is what makes it different. So maybe you don't like the practice of sitting down. So you say I'll go of sitting down on the ground. So now you say, well, I'll go to the culture where I don't have to sit down and exercise, do yoga and all that stuff. I'll go to a culture where I just stand up and sing and dance. Okay, that's you. Okay, you say, well, I don't want to be an African culture because of the way they doing this and doing that. I don't want to be. But guess what? At the end of it, no matter what culture you went through, you are all trying to get to that one place. We're all trying to learn the truth on this planet. You see, why do these people, everybody cry that they want to see the kingdom of God comes? You see, it never shows itself in any cycle. Do you know that? It never shows itself in any cycle. It's covered in every cycle. It only shows itself one time, and that's the time everybody sees it. And that's it. So when that one time comes that everybody sees it, then people said, well, we base the culture on this. But they have you mark it and say, okay, this is the timeline it came. It was the truth. So we'll come back to that timeline all the time. But don't forget that other timelines it came. It's just that it never was able to show itself because maybe there was no problem in the world. There was no argument in the world. Till everybody is cool. Do you see that? It's real. It's real. So stop. Today I'm here to tell you stop. You see, let me tell you now. You see, I'm not gonna tell you that the way that the Indian man have his chakras are wrong. Okay, I'm going to tell you that's his culture path of getting there. But when I look at it, to my path, it's going to make it what? It takes forever for you to get to the ascension. It will take a long time for you to get there because what he does is he's doing like an S mode. He goes from the left to the left to the right, like a snake move and go up. But mine is like a stick, one stick, like a stick. You go straight, just one, okay, straight down. And there's no curve, no bend, all the way to the top. Okay? So I'm gonna teach you. I go to my website. I just created one for police officers. I use the colors to create this one for police officers, and I'm going to post one for the church. I have an article I have to post for the churches, and I'm going to go through all these things so you can see it. Okay. But remember, this is the time for you to hold on to your faith. No matter what faith you are, you can be a Hindu. You can be whatever faith you believe in it. You can. But keep it faithful. Do not disrupt the laws that is attached to it. Just like Christianity, you can do whatever, but do not disrupt the laws attached to it. Okay? Guys, I'm sorry. I have this my head is like it's there is this little my head is hurting. I am sorry. I have a little this I had a little headache on here for the past for a couple of while now, and um this time it has gotten worse. It's like a circle or something. It's like a circle, it's like a cloud, it's like something is like rumbling and it's hurting in my head so bad, but I'm gonna try and keep it sane. So sorry if I'm coughing and doing all that. But guess what? I'm taking my little teas and stuff to get us there. Okay, so sorry for the coughing. I apologize. Okay, I guess God is trying to get all everything that is not have been kept in my head for so long. He wants to get it out. So, guys, what I'm trying to teach you is let's go to my website, and I'll show you all why I'm saying that the Indian man's print of his chakras is good for him, right? But it takes him a long time. So guess what? Because of him also going that way, he gains a lot of experience with spirituality. Yeah, he gains a lot of experience. You see, if I teach you the straight one way path, A whole lot of people would have gotten there without learning to live in society. Okay? Without learning to get along with folks. So his way was the spirituality that they have found was you before you get to the second stage, you go ahead and go through a whole lot before it rotates you up. So it's almost like you last a long time to get to there. Where mine, I teach you, you get up there, and you're not supposed to forget. It's easy to remember. You go everywhere you go, it's in your head. You say it, it's with you. And that's how you maintain. It's almost like I gave you the foundation of it. Do not make this, I gave you the foundation of the color. Do not break the bricks. Okay? Let your wall stand. So you build it from the scratch with this. Your wall is always great. Okay? Your wall, your colors is always great. It never gets disrupted. Okay? So let's go ahead and because I'm trying to give you what I'm trying to do is once you get this colors in your head, now you say, okay, this is how I am and this is how it's supposed to be. And now you're going to see your way of enlightenment. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let me take you. I'll take you there. So just a second, guys. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Here. Okay. So now let's do a comparison, okay? I have mine here. Let me see how they have one for you. Let me see. I think I have one here where is let me see. I think I have one here. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and okay, let's go ahead and get you one that we can all see. I don't want to share my screen with you, but if you go to my website, like I said, JUSTOLOGY.US, you'll go ahead and see what I'm speaking of. And that is right here. So, you see, what I'm telling you is they started with red at the bottom, okay? They started you with red at the bottom of a person sitting down, meaning that's where red is. Okay, they have the red over there down at the bottom. This is something that it baffles me all the time because I'm like, why did they do this? It's not the colors is not aligned. Okay, so but I'm teaching you why they did it. Okay, so almost like look at it as at a physical mindset. But now let me take you to mine. Mine, green is at the bottom. Okay, green is at the bottom. Do you hear me? Green is at the bottom. Why is green at the bottom? Whenever you come to this planet, huh? Guess what? What is the just look at it. What is the difference from a trees and you as a human being? Think about it. Everything on this planet is green, okay? This land that you stand on, the forest, is green. Okay? When you are coming here to be born, you get born into a forest. Okay? My colors here I'm teaching you, you're going to learn that you are born into a forest where you must learn to walk and get along with folks. Everybody have their own agendas, their own assignment that they must move upon in this world. So green is what you see at the bottom. It's never red. It's never red. Do you understand me? Now you go from green to what? You go from green to orange. We can see here they have orange. Okay? We can see they have orange here. So guess what they did? They got a great. Okay? The orange, you see what happens when stuff is messed up on on the streets and all that stuff. You go ahead and call the people, come and help fix this thing, okay? When you come down here, you're coming to fix yourself on this planet, okay? So let's say now I'm trying to get your mind to think. What happens on the road when stuff are broken? They put an orange barrel, right? It's an orange barrel. It's like evaluation. Be careful. This it's like it's leading you to that path. And then we go to yellow. Now they have yellow on top, okay? What is the yellow? They call it wisdom, the power, the sun. Okay? So let's see, you standing as a human being, you have a lot of pieces up on you. You gotta now look to the top and said, what do you see? You see the sun. Once you're born, you see the sun. Okay? Now, what happens after you see the sun? Okay? You are thirst for water. Okay? Okay, do you hear me? You thirst for water. Water is one, two, three. Put it again. It's at the fourth level of everything, for your ascension. It's at the fourth level. You see, they had changed where the green is. That's where water is. Okay? Do you hear me? It's at the fourth level. It's almost like you came to this planet all crumbled up, right? Your mother now have to figure out, is it a boy or a girl? That's where they got that saying from. They didn't get a girl or a boy. They went from, is it a boy or a girl? Because you're moving towards the ascension. That's where they get those saying from. They never got the saying from, is it a girl or a boy? No, you always say, is it a boy or a girl? Because down here on this planet, we're moving up. What are we moving up to? We're moving up to see what? To see the God within us. To see our way, our life of living sane. So you went from blue, you got to a pink. Now, where do you think this pink go? Hmm? Where do you think this pink go? Now, this is the time you must realize it's a lot of things that you learn. Okay? But you have to assess things. The pink, where does it go? Do you see it? Now, I will do all this for you to see. After I finish in the face of a human being, you will be shocked. The pink only go for your nose. Okay? The pink only go for your nose. When you look inside your nose, it's all pink. Okay? When you look inside your nose, it's all pink. What does this tell you? Now is the time for you to literally ponder. What does this tell you? Somebody was like, well, why wasn't it yellow? I'm like, no, it's not. Yellow is almost like your chin. You see, the Asian, the way you, how do you call it? The Egyptian, how you call it Egyptian? No, it's underneath the chin. That's where the arc is. The arc is underneath the chin. Why is that place so important? The whole body is the only surface that face up and face down. Okay? It face up and face down without underneath the chin, without like a it's only like a little bone that holds it together. And that place is so good. Why? Because it eats all the time. It eats all the time. Okay? It beats all the time. So underneath your chin is where the yellow is where the gold is. Okay? It's where the expression is. Okay? It eats all the time. Okay? So where are you right now? Are you underneath the chin? You better be. Yeah, but we not. We gotta go back and go live over there. You have to be underneath the chin. Okay? Underneath the chin, that's where everything is braided. That's where we all came from. Okay? So stop trying to find yourself a place to belong. You already have a culture composed literally from A to kill for you. Go and be part of one of them. Okay? So now let's move from being going at the pink to red. Once you see red, you are almost like a soldier. That's a saying that we say, okay, in African languages. That's what we say. We said, the eyes are red, it's a soldier, right? So once you see red, you are enlightened. You go to purple, okay? Once you see red, you go to purple. You are enlightened. So this is where why is this is where I sometimes I sit around and I said, what's going on? I don't understand how. I don't understand. Okay, I try to, but once you see red is when you are enlightened. Once you see red is when your how do you call it? Your once you, why do I say that? It's almost like once somebody literally give you a checker. How do you call it? A checker. A check. Somebody literally give you a check. Like let me give you some checks up on you. What is that? Like man, what you doing ain't good, man. Brother, what you doing ain't good. You gotta change your lifestyle. You cannot be running around here doing a whole bunch of mess. Brother, it's time for you to change. Well, how do you call that? It's called check life or something. You guys know it. It's reality check. Once you see a reality check, your awareness wakes up. You are like, oh yeah, now I'm aware. This is it. And now you see the purple. But because, folks, let me tell you, if you don't follow it this way, you are going to be doomed. Because folks run around thinking my red, this, because the red is here and then the bottom. No, 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 guys, no, 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 guys, no. Listen, guys, listen. Your mind, okay. So now, when you stand, okay, even if you don't agree with me, okay, on my colors, whenever you stand here on this green land, whenever you look up, what do you see? You want to say, I want to see God, something that is non existent. So it's always going to be purple up there, right? Once you're broken into pieces, running around, what happens to you when you raise your head up? Your eyes are red. You piss. Once you do what? You learn to express yourself in good manner. When you look up, what do you see? You see pink. Okay? You got to know something. You know something for it to be able to give you a conclusion of expressing yourself. Once you see blue, what happened? It's time. You see, it's time. Okay? You see, the blue is in the middle of purple, red, and pink. It's also in the middle of outcome evaluation and expression. The blue is where we all stay in before we come upon this planet. We will all live in water and we come out of water. We all live in water, right? And we go down to what? To the ground, the green. So water is in the middle of everything. So when I look at their chakra colors, I said, how is water? Where is the blue? And they have it for the throat. It baffles me because I said, wait, they're supposed to have it in the middle. Do you understand? In the middle where they have the heart. Do you see? Because the heart look, it baffles me. I don't understand. Because what the blue is, right? What the blue is in the middle of everything. Water is in the middle of everything. Okay? And if you fold it around, okay, what happened? It shows you now that even the rain, it will show you that whenever it rains, guess what? It comes down to green, to the plants. Whenever it's rain, that's what the sun is. The sun is also in there. All these things you see dust in it. So the way I have literally constructed it is this is how I see it every day, and I don't know how folks have it like the other side. Okay, I don't know how they have it on the other side. Because you have to go from the green, the forest. You're stepping on the forest, and the forest is the chaos. And then guess what? The forest also, because it's a chaos. What's happening? They rely so much on energy, the sun. Okay, and once they rely on the sun, what happens? They get rain. Whenever they get rain, guess what they have done? They get to say, "Oh, it feels good." You smell things, or either I feel good. Okay, they get to move. With now one perspective, but now you scan things. you now become what you like. I said, I say purple dots soaked in blues because once you enlighten, you see things like almost like purple dots. You get there, okay? So there's no way that I'm saying, how did the give me this answer if you are out there. I need you to give me the answer. Why is red at the bottom of the seven ladders? Red is never supposed to be at the bottom of the seven ladders. No, it's green. If you put red there, guess what's going to happen? Devastation. Trees are going to be cut down. A whole bunch of things are going to be messed up. Things are not going to be clean. So what I'm trying to teach you, if you put green at the bottom, you learn to appreciate what? The things of nature first. You have to appreciate nature first because the land you stand upon, you have to appreciate it first before you do what? You move up. You appreciate the land you stand up, then you go ahead and you can procreate, make more babies, and do all that. So, this is something that it baffles me for a long time. And I said, no, the way they put the colors, it's not like that. And if it's like that, it's going to make you work harder because it's almost like they enlighten you and take you through the. This is how it was done. They enlightened you and take you through the path of ascension. If you enlighten somebody in the beginning and take them through the path of ascension, what you have literally done is, let me tell you, what you've done is almost like kids. You have enlightened kids at 3 years old, or baptized. It's almost like baptizing a child at 2 years old, and you thinking that the child, as their life continues to the age of 33 or 36, you saying that they're going to be sane for all those years till they get to 33. No, it's impossible. The child is going to let go on the side. You're going to lose your children to another culture. See, it's almost like don't baptize your child at 5 years old and said she's baptized, so she's good all the way till she get to what? Till she get to 36. No. Uh-uh. No. Let me teach you guys this. Let me teach you guys this. There is two baptism that you don't know. You see, one is at the beginning where we baptize you. You go through it, the cycle, and they pray and they do. Go to ancient cultures. They know this. There's two of them. It's not just one. One is they teach you. They take you through the whole 9 years as a baby and all that stuff. And then when you get to a certain age, guess what you do? You receive the enlightenment part where you can now move forward. Yes, as a grown man or a grown woman. There's two. It's not one. You see? So this is what guys, I'm telling you, is I look at it, I say, no, no, no. You're going to make the children leave the culture. The children are going to do things that you say, oh, this is not how we do it in our culture. You are being bad. You baby, you are being stubborn. You baby, you don't listen to mama. You don't listen to daddy. Get out of my house. You are very bad child. You are very, very bad. You're not doing the right thing. You're going to say that because and is it the baby's fault? Is because the baby, it was done to him so early. So he took it as something that it comes with life. So, like, oh yeah, I come in life. It's almost like I see a lot of people in their with churches with mosque, a whole lot of things. And they are like, my baby went from here, they are wanting to their son. I said, no, let me tell you why. The thing is, the way you understand it, of let's get the baby in there right now, and the baby will stay forever. The baby is going to grow with lessons. So you get the baby here now. You trying to raise the baby, teach the baby to get up there, right? It's hard. It's hard. The baby will mess up somewhere. So it's good to have the foundation in place that the baby know these are the steps. These are the steps. And so therefore, I must walk with this daily. And even him, when he's or she or he or she still sits there, they understand, like, okay, now I'm standing here on this grass, on this forest. I need to be fixed. Okay, thank God there's the sun in the air, there's air to breathe, huh? Huh? There's water to drink. Okay, there's air to breathe. Okay, what am I? I'm a soldier of God. You see, this is so easy to even put together in a sentence without, having to say, wait, how do I put this other colors on this side together? It's hard. I don't know. You can. Okay. So now always remember, green is at the bottom on earth, huh? Green is at the bottom, and then the purple is on top. Okay? Thank you. I'm glad you're here on my channel. I don't want to go deeper. Like I said, I want to keep you here. This one, I name it, is called Go Sammy. Okay? Go Sam E. Is GOSAMEE. Like Go Sammy time. I made this one for law enforcement. Okay? Go Sammy time means, you set a goal first. You said, this is what I saw about all these criminal justice um modules that they have set for folks, and they always start at scanning. Even um you start at the scanning, you assess things. No, that's wrong. How you gonna start scanning? And the one that they had was called Sarah. They had one called Sarah. The acronym was called Sarah, which was SARA. And I said, no. You don't go ahead. You get called, and you go ahead and you start scanning. No. And then you access, and then they had one. I forgot the name. It has like an R and then an A. No. You don't do that. When you go in as an officer, as an inspector, as a church, as a pastor, as a preacher, as a construction worker, as a judge, as a lawyer, when you're going out there, you gotta have a goal in your mind. What are they doing? You gotta have a goal in your mind. What is the goal? The goal is, if I'm going out there to help somebody who we just got a call that they got gunshots, boom, I gotta make sure the person's life is safe. Buddy, you my partner. When we get up there, look at my back that nobody come and pop me, boom, in my head. Buddy, check upon try and put the stuff here and put the stuff here, and let's make sure this guy gets safe. We communicate within the goal that we're going to get there. You don't get a call on the radio and then you pick up and say, I'm gonna go check. You see, I said, if you pick up a call on the radio and say, I'm gonna go check, I'll be this. What was the call about? The call was about Tanisha and the husband fighting on the street. How come Tanisha and the husband fighting on the street? You like, I'm gonna go ahead and check. No, officer, by the time you get there, something bad probably. No, you said a go. Tanisha and the husband fighting. When I'm going there to do what? To separate the fight. This module I call here is a resolution oriented model. Resolution oriented module, what it does is it resolves a manner, it resolves a problem. So, as an officer, as a lawyer, as a judge, anybody, you put a goal in your head. Said, okay, you know what? I just got a call from 1946 or 632 up on the street, and it's Tanisha and the wife. I think it's like a disturbance, a home disturbance. And you are like, yeah, I'm going to a home disturbance. Let me go check. No, brother, you gotta have a goal. It's a home disturbance. What is my first goal? When I get up there, I'm gotta make sure that Tanisha and the husband they stop fighting. You see, you are the first line of what we call a judge, a first sentence of a judge. You are a first sentence of a judge as a police officer. So you go out there, you have a goal in your mind. Don't pick up and go sit in any armed car and say, I'm going out there to I'm going out there to go check. People pick up car and do that? No, you cannot do that. Let me go check. No. Somebody and the husband is fighting, you picking up car saying, let me go check. It's time for, this is where I had a problem. It's time for them to tell you, say on the radio, when you're going up there to check, what is your resolution? Yes. You pick up the call and said, oh, Tanisha and the husband is fighting. Okay, this is go Sammy time. I'm gonna make sure that they are separated. You know, I'm gonna make sure they are separated. Resolution. Once you say this even ahead of you, you know that when you get to the place, you already said on the radio, you're going to make sure that what's happening, they have been resolved. The issue between them have been resolved. So this is where I'm going to make also a statement where they can, when they can say on the radio, very short, that it can, in the it's almost like when we call 911, what did they tell us? Ma'am, what is your, how do they call it? What is your case or something? Yes. Now they have to call the radio and also say what? What are they coming to do? Because if they just pick up a phone call and say, I'm going to go check, when they get to us, they came and check. What's the resolution? So this is what I'm trying to teach you, and I'm gonna take this to the officers and see how we can help this issue. You see, because if as an officer or a lawyer or judge, let me stop using officer, even as a judge or a lawyer, anybody, if you don't have a goal in your mind first, and you go out there saying, I'm a go scan, who came up with the acronym SARA? You see, they tell me that some guy in England came up with the acronym SARA something. I was like, what is going on with America? What is going on in America? You see, you said a go in your mind. Said, okay, this is John Doe. I'm going out there. Let's put another. This is, yeah. Let's put another. This is John Doe. I'm going out there to resolve a problem with how do you call it? Altercation, family altercation. Oh, okay, okay, tenfold. Okay. You see what I mean? You set a goal. You're going to, so after this is why you go ahead and do the scan. You get up there within your journey. You have your goal. You and your partner have communicated. Partner, we're going to solve this solution. So when we get up there, hey, hold my back. You see, and then you both go. You see, I don't know. Maybe I feel like as if I don't know how they partner with them. But you gotta know that I'm not sure. I want to really go ahead and ask them how do they partner their officers? Because you cannot sit in an armed car with your enemy. I mean, that's not good. So I guess maybe they know them from the from the scratch. Maybe they went to academy together. You choose your partner forever. I think that's why. I'm not sure. I have to ask them because now you see this is where the goal and you see because of this it will help a lot because it secure both partners because now you tell your partner we're going to resolve. I'm going to be the what? I'm going to be the foreface. You're going to be what? The backup. Okay, I'm gonna be a backup. I'm gonna be a foreface. All right. When you guys are sitting in the car, okay, when we go as a backup, remember this is your duties, right? You're gonna do this. You help me out and everything. Yeah, I got you. Let's go and solve this resolution case. Go, and then you go. And when we get there, after the end of going to see this case, we gotta come. We have to have a list of what we did. Okay, I will sign here. You sign there. You see, I had an officers call that. You look at them. I'm like, what did you guys come and do? You guys didn't sign no paper. I guess they go into the car and they click that they came and check up on you and they left or something. I have a paper. I got into an accident. I look at it and I say, man, wait. What's all this? Who filled this up? You're supposed to have the time, the day. What? I mean, even the paper itself, it's not the officers. I'm saying the paper itself. Who composed this paper? I can now work on this. I said, man, no, that's why they literally come and write it down and let the person in the office literally go back and type in your information. Because when you look at the paper, you're like, he ain't finna sit there and fill these three papers. Oh no, he ain't finna do that. Nah. I wouldn't. So there's a lot of information that gets left out. And what they don't know is, or what they do know, but some of them maybe can say, when they get to the judge or there's a case or something that happened with them, they now gotta think about the day where there was an accident on 62nd Street where they are going to sit there and say, I don't recall that. I don't recall that. And you are like, yeah, you do recall that. And they're like, no, I don't record it. I don't record that. Yeah. Of course, they're not going to record it because on the sheet of what they take records, it's not even, there's nothing distinctive that shows, or it's called like a remembrance part. They don't have it. What can you put here that can remember you of this occasion? They don't have it. They don't have it. You see, they don't have it. And this is an issue. Don't let the remembrance part only be an outfit the person was wearing. Blue and red and green. No. Let the remembrance part be something so odd that you say, oh, I remember that about this person. Yeah, okay, now I remember the case. So the case was, that's how you do it. Okay? So, like I'm saying, my the way I have set my stuff up here, when you get to know this, you find out it flows perfect. It flows perfect. It flows gradually. Like you cannot miss it. Once you see red, then you see purple. You see what I mean? So I don't understand how They had blue for your eyes. I don't understand it. Okay? I really don't understand. So this have taken me for a while, and every time I said, "Man, why do they do things like this?" It's literally like it's like I'm seeing things and it's reversed, and you are like, "No, it's not supposed to reverse. It's supposed to be this way." Because it's gonna cause a lot of confusion. You know, so just like I'm saying, it's like right now. The goal setting. You set a goal before you go out there to scan and check folks. Okay. After that, you assess the situation. Let's say, I'm sorry. Today, this one I made for police officers. That's why I am actually going deeper. And this one, like I said, I made for police officers. So it's called Go Sammy. GOSMSAMEE. It's almost like I have my initials in there. Go Sammy. So, and it's almost like your partner is gonna say, "Is it to the left?" You say, "Yeah, it's Go Sammy time, man. Let's go." You know? Is it to the left? Go Sammy time. Let's do this. You see, now you're gonna remember what is Go Sammy time. You already know. The G is let's set a goal. At the end of the goal, we have to make sure we have what is an outcome, baby. So what is the SAMI? What is the SAMI in there? You scan, you assess, you what? You become a mediation. What you said a mediation? You said, okay, don't please, guys, park here on the left side. Let me call a tow truck or something for you and put you here and do this. The mediation is almost like the mediation in court. So now you are not separated literally from the court. You almost like your mediation that you set for these two. When it gets to court, that's the part the lawyer, the judge, is going to say, what did the officer do? You see, let me tell you something. As a civilian going to the judge, the question that you get asked is the mediation part. So the mediation is the only thing connected to the court whenever it comes to law enforcement. The mediation part of and that mediation part too is what belongs to the victim and the suspect. So the mediation part need to be handled accurately. Because now you take your mediation, you take it to the court. When the judge goes there, the judge has to also, I have another one that I have to make for the courts. The judge have to also go through their mediation too. So they look at yours and said, the officer said at 5 o'clock, you stand here on the foot, you sit here on the side, you did not do this, you did not do this didn't happen, and that happened. So because this is the officer's report, let's go ahead and analyze this and deliver our judgment. But they had it as Sarah, and I'm sitting there like, whoa, they are they oh, now I find it. They call it, they said it was response. It's called response. Hey, guys, this is it. Okay, now I got it. It says Sarah scanning, analysis, response, assessment. Hey, who's using this? What's going on? You cannot just go and scan, you analyze, you take a response and assessment. You did not deliver no mediation for these folks. When the people have to go to the court, the judge, they have nothing in their arm to provide. They are literally sitting there saying, well, the officer said, the officer's response is what these people do. They do not give a mediation that came from the officer. That said, okay, the officer told the truck, the officer said, yes, There got to be this part in the criminal justice system. You see, because this part is lacking, a lot of calls that are made go sour. It goes sour. And if there's a trouble that comes to the department, it's hard to go ahead and prove the case. Do you see that? It's real. Do you see it? It's real. So if you hear my channel, what I'm trying to tell you is Sarah, there's one fun, nurses call it Angie. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Angie was my childhood friend. Oh my gosh. You see how things, you see, they're trying to let you, they use the acronym for you to remember somebody next to you. Next to you, like, okay, this is Sarah. The acronym, it goes well so you can remember what's called Sarah all the time. Keep it short and simple and sweeter, and then you're good. No, 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 no. When you do it like that, they could have put assessment on the top, okay? But they couldn't put assessment on the top because they wanted to use the acronym Sarah. So now they just sit down there and said, let's go ahead and put assessment at the bottom. You don't go ahead and scan, analyze things, respond to things before you make an assessment. That's wrong. Before you make the assessment, you are in crook. You are in crook, 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 crook. You are screwed. As an officer, you are screwed. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to come at the end. This assessment thing, it's only like the third part, the third part of your work. You're supposed to have an outcome after that. So you make sure by the time you leave your call, your assessment, your goal setting matches your assessment, that you can say, okay, I went in there to resolve the problem between Tanisha and the husband fighting in the streets. When I went out there as an officer, woo woo, there was a dog bucking. I went ahead. You see, you cannot go ahead and put all the details. So you just said, I talked to the suspect. You see, the word suspect, I'm gonna, I'll talk to the one who is, how do you call it? The one that is deemed as, let's not even use the word. Tanisha and the husband fighting, we don't call one suspect. This is family things, okay? Family issue. You don't say suspect. So the one that's causing the altercation, okay? So I have to come up with one for you guys. So what happened is, you go out there. I saw Tanisha and the husband. What I did, I spoke to Tanisha and I spoke to Mr. You, Mr. Gold. Mr. Gold and Mr. Tanisha were fighting, right? And when I spoke to both of them, what happened is, I said, hey, I gave a mediation. What was the mediation? Please leave the house at 4 o'clock. Don't come back till 6 o'clock. Come get your stuff at 2 o'clock, and don't come back till 4 o'clock. Wait for everything to be resolved. She's not this right. She's not happy right now with you, sir, because of your behavior. This is domestic violence or whatever. Because of your behavior, it's not good, sir. Get your stuff and go. At 2 o'clock is when you are allowed to come back in here. And then you after that, at 2 o'clock is when you're gonna be allowed to come back into the house. Okay, you're not supposed to, because you guys are married. Yes, we married. You guys live together. Okay, fine. Now the officer go back to her and say, hey, ma'am, what we gonna do right now is we going to tell him to leave. He's not supposed to come back to your home for the next 24 hours or for the next 6 hours. And for the next 6 hours, if he come back, you guys do this. you can call the car back. If not, we're gonna when we come here onto the spot, it's a 24 hours. Okay, we have to put it down. If it's a 24 hours that we kick him out, he's not supposed to come back to your house for the next 24 hours till everything resolved. 24 hours before you guys can call us back. Okay, but if he return just within that 24 hours, you are able to call us. And sir, when she call us in 24 hours that you came back to the home, guess what, sir? You are going to be what? Given a citation, okay? Or you are going to go to jail because you're not supposed to be here, okay? Because we have already come to the force. We have already told you don't come here, okay? Don't do it because it is so. If we got a call from your wife to come here, that means the case you guys have escalated too far. Okay, so we're going to give you a 24 hours. Do not come back here on the premises. All right, that's it. And then once that's solved, this is where the officer goes in the computer. I don't know what is going on over there, and said, "What is the mediation that you gave to the couple?" I gave a mediation of leave premises. I gotta make these things. Leave premises at 5 o'clock. Leave premises for 24 hours. Leave this for that. Leave that for this. Do not show up. Suspect did not do this, and all that stuff for 24 hours. So you put it in. At the end of the 24 hours of your shift is when you're going to say, did we get a call back from Tanisha and the wife? The husband, no. Did we get a call back from this and the wife? No. Okay, that means my intervention, whatever that I handled, was good. Okay, so you go ahead and sign it off that okay, you went and visit them, it was all good, and you sign out. But remember what I'm telling you. Your intervention, the mediation, right? The mediation part before you take your mediation, you leave the premises of Tanisha and the wife. Your mediation you gave them, they're supposed to, man, I don't know what's happening. They're supposed to give you a paper. The officer's supposed to give you a printed out paper or sheet that say, ma'am, this is an intervention that we are giving you, or mediation we're giving you. Sir, this is an intervention we are giving you, or mediation we are giving you. The mediation is this. Do not come on the premises for 24 hours. Do not do this, do not do that, do not do that. Ma'am, what we advise you go see the doctor. Do not do this, do not do this, do not do that. Stay away from the person. This is an outline. We have printed this and we have given it to you and sign upon it. Do not let that happen. But what happened when the law enforcement come to your home? They only told you what you and your husband or your boyfriend is not supposed to do. It's only talk, 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 talk. Response. They did not give you a physical signed note saying, do not do these things before they leave. So they have took their man out and they have left. You see? So now, how do you even call them back when the husband or boyfriend return back to your house? You gotta call the 911 back again. When you, my God, I don't know what they are doing. I don't understand. You gotta call they tell you, well, man, call the non-emergency line. Whoa. The non-emergency line, when you call, guess what they do to it? Oh man, we will get somebody there, but it's within 24 hours or whatever. No, sir. You said within 24 hours if the person returned back. The person has you saying I should call the non-emergency line. Okay? You see, this is what I don't understand. I really I'm gonna take you there. Guys, stay on my channel. Don't lose hope. We're gonna get there. It's a lot of work for us to do. But we're gonna get there. I will take you there. So follow me. Don't give up. Let's keep our faith strong. Remember, The churches is where government came out. Okay, spirituality is how government system came out. Okay, because we all trying to live in peaceful life, peaceful life. Okay, we are trying to get to a place of understanding each other. So now, officer, the intervention you gave to Tanisha and the husband, these two mediations you gave it to them, guess what? You have it in your system that this is what you did on that day. And what was the outcome? The outcome is Mr. Mr. Collage left the premises. Madam Tanisha did what? Stayed on the premises. There was peace. There was peace. Mr. Tanisha, Mr. Mr. Collage left. Tanisha was still in the house. Okay? And then you give your statement. And when you were leaving, it was at 5 o'clock. You give the place, you gave the time, you gave what was she was doing, what he was also doing, what he did or how he left. He left in peace or he left angry. Okay? He don't go and put out that he left angry, he left in peace. You I mean, yeah, you have to, right? You can say, okay, you put the five phases, remember? He left unsatisfied. Okay, you put it in there. And then you have your records that you left her in peace. You left him in peace, and that was resolved. So, guys, this is where the outcome, like I was saying, the one that they have for the officers calling is Sarah here, they because they wanted the acronym to match to make it easy for them to remember. That's why they went with the short acronym Sarah and also twisted Sarah around. Like you have how do you go from scanning to assessment for a problem? Assessment is almost like up there with scanning. You see things, you smell it, you're like, it don't feel right. How do you scan something? You respond to it, and then you come back and assess it. Does that make sense? Let me do it again. I scan the room, I respond to it, and I assess it. After your assessment, what did you do? Where's the outcome? No, 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 no. You did not give an outcome. You did not give a mediation. So now the person go to the judge. What happened on that day? Oh, I respond to it. Now we gotta call the guys. They gotta call the officer to come for the officer to say, on that day, this thing happened, that this happened, and that happened, and then the suspect was this. Guys, what are they doing, man? I feel as if it's like let me tell you how folks got over with their ticket. They are like, man, I'm praying my officer never shows up. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm praying my officer never shows up. I'm like, wait, what's going on? You praying your officer never showed up. Man, I met folks that were like, oh, but man, you don't even, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, I'm praying for officers to do better so officer can show up to your case and let everything be resolved. You praying the officer. Man, you see, that's it. You see, and these officers, I don't know if they know this. People praying so that you don't show up for a ticket. And people praying that you don't show up for a ticket. That means you gotta be sick. Officer, you just sleeping. Get in the car. The folks, you and your family, you praying that I pray that you going to work today, and then people praying, I pray you don't even show up. I mean, what kind of contradiction is this? You see, so this is why I was saying that the mediation part of the officers was supposed to connect to the court system. I feel like they're not talking. These people, the court system hate the police officer. This is what I think. The officer don't like the police, the court system, and they see each other, and it's almost like the court is like, I ain't talking to this police officer. I don't know what he doing. He everywhere. He just trying to be everywhere, doing all that stuff. That's just a lie. And the court is like, I'm gonna give you a judgment. You gonna take this or you get out of here. You see, so we looking at the queen, the court like, whoa, she don't tell nobody. The court don't talk to nobody, man. Yeah, man, the judge don't talk to nobody. When that they don't even get along, man. I don't know. They just how they get to sit in the courtroom. The judge don't talk to the bailiff. They all pissed off together. They stand next to each other. They stand next to each other and we are like, whoa, oh my gosh. Officer. The judges is getting rid of all the officers. Ah. Guys, they still don't talk to each other. The judge and the police officer, they don't talk to each other. Seriously. How is the society going to move forward? As a police officer, you're not communicating with the judge. You're not sending the right note to the judge. So now you are only delivering notes of almost like sign language notes. How is the judge going to come up with this? The judge gonna call you back again and say, you know what, come here. Come back to the courthouse. Why? Because you got a person here that we don't know what happened. She is saying that you went ahead and brought a case. Huh? You brought a case and you don't think that he's rightfully embedded to pay this amount. And you are out there running around doing all that stuff. Come back to this court. The judge gotta call you back. Why does the judge gotta call you back? Because your mediation part and your assignment is not properly handled. And even if it's not properly handled, it's because the system is not connected enough for your mediation part to transfer to the court. So this is where a lot of folks were getting on tickets. They are saying, oh man, I got my ticket off. Why my officer never showed up? Yeah, I'm so glad. I didn't want to see his face anyway. Oh man, some people say these people are saying, "Oh, I can't stand this officer." I can people ID you and everything. You see what I mean? This is security, for God's sake. You gave me a ticket for $1,000. I'm gonna see you in court. After court, you better make sure you're going straight to the county. You see, folks say stuff like this. They can follow you. I'll give you a ticket. I have already sent my mediation. What was the mediation? The mediation, I'm gonna do this for you guys. Well, it's not supposed to have anything that comes out as judgmental mediations. You see, oh man. You see, I'm gonna do this for you to see. So what happened is, if the court was supposed to be connected to the police officer's mediation forms, where the court is able to pull it up and said, okay, let me log in. Wait, let's see. You failed to stop at the red light. Look at this. They put you failed to stop at the red light. And you are like, wait, sir. Something is going on. You failed to stop at the stop sign. And then you ask them, sir, Guys, come here to my come. I have a stop sign in front of my home. Every time this stop sign pisses me off. You know what pisses me off about the stop sign? It's not properly placed. Do you know why I'm saying it's not properly placed? The stop sign and what the people that have literally marked the ground, they have the stop sign and where the markings have been marked. The stop sign is here, right? In the front. When the cars stop, okay? When your car stop, you will not be able to see on the left side who is coming to your subdivision. So remember, it's in the books that you have to stop literally behind the white line, the three white line, okay? Why do you have to stop behind the three white line? So civilians can cross. So civilians can cross the stop sign. So when you come out, you stop over there, right? Civilians can cross. Now, you trying to leave the subdivision, you're going to get knocked down. Why? You will not see where the car is coming from. Guys, come see this. Seriously. Go, you know any house that have a stop sign? Guys, we got it's time for us to talk. It's time for us to talk. Do you see what I'm telling you? It's real. It's real. It's real, man. I said, man, this thing is turned around. Who is doing this? This thing is turned around. The car is supposed to, guys, where the stop sign is, right? For a car to stop, guys, where the stop sign is not where civilians supposed to cross. So who marked the ground? And how are they educating people upon? So, like my father got tickets where they tell my father, sir, one of them was, I look at the ticket, I said, Dad, that don't make no sense. He's like, I said, Dad, how they gonna give you a ticket and you are behind you are at the stop sign? He's like, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. You suppose this is the stop sign. You stop on it. You stop here. And I'm trying to tell my dad, no, because they also have it in a way that people gotta cross, so you stop behind it. And I'm like, it don't make no sense. The city does need to analyze this. So look, this is what not even the city, the zoning too. They're supposed to say, wait, you see where we have put in, guys, I got scams calling me everywhere. You see where we are putting our home, and you see where the stop signs are coming through. When you look, you are in the car. Guys, this is what I think. I said, man, these people don't get in the car to plan the city, or they don't get in the car to look at the city, or or looking in the civilian's perspective or something. Or are they doing this just so they can get what are they trying to achieve? The stop sign is placed wrongly. And if the sauce, yeah, where it is placed, even if you take it and you put it ahead, it's still not going to be. It's still not going to be. It's almost like you gotta. That's what you gotta look. Like they said, you gotta check on your left eye, because if you don't, you're going to get into an accident. Somebody can kill you. It's not. It's not even an accident. You can be killed right there because they came. Boom. You don't see them. They just swing and they just appear and because of the long fence. I have this long fence of my neighbors that literally block your vision. So you have to literally like pull your car all the way. You have to pull your car past the stop sign to see that there is not civilians coming. You hear me? You have to pull your car past the stop sign to see that there's no civilians coming. You are like, this don't make no sense. They need to analyze this. So I'll teach you guys how what I'm talking about. I don't want to waste so much time, but I don't want to take too much time. I gotta go to my class and also talked about this. Okay, so visit my website. It's JUSTOLOGY. Okay, and apart from that, with the whole stop sign situation, you see one thing that I look at Africa. Let me give you an example. Ghana. Sometimes I said, do people that think live here? You know what I'm saying? Do people that think live here? Because they made homes. They made homes. They composed homes. They built homes with no sidewalks. This is something that I can, in all African countries, I'm like, man, what's wrong with these folks? Are they trying to get people killed and let people walk in the streets? They made homes, subdivisions with no sidewalks. So that means, guess where you gonna walk? You gonna walk in the streets. But I think they did it because people were not trying to buy cars and drive. So they rather let's not give you a place to walk. You're gonna walk in the street. Or they were trying to always copy England's way of building a society or something modern society that I said, are leaders here? How are you gonna go ahead and build a community with no sidewalk? You gotta be in the streets. I'm like, I've had it. So this is what every time I walk in, I walked in the streets in Africa. I was like, there's no place to walk. There's no sidewalk. Yeah. So guess what we're doing? Man, we walk in somebody's house and jump over the roof, jump over the top, and made it. You're like, who are these people doing constructions? And I'm telling them, maybe you need to tell the guy that you guys borrowed debt from across the globe from somewhere else. Tell those guys when you come in to build us a place here that we are in contract with you, don't think about our people, man. Don't let our kids walk in the streets. Put a sidewalk, man. At least let that part work for us, okay? Sidewalk or even a bicycle trail. They don't have that. And what's happening? When the sidewalks are messed up. How many times do they even fix the sidewalks? There's so many sidewalks that I've seen broken in my neighborhood, broken in other people's neighborhood. And I said, man, who are fixing these sidewalks? You see what I mean? It's real. It's real to the sense every day I wake up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just can't. Look, it's like I have a whole community in my head. I have a whole architectural designs in my head. But we're gonna get there, okay? We're gonna get there. It's a process. It's a process where we have to open our eyes and say, okay, you know what? It's time to get some grade. It's time to pass, guys. A whole lot of people are walking around failing. It's time to pass. You see this one? Man, this don't make no sense. Fail. You see this one? Hey, it's time for us to say, hey, raise your conscience. Don't be just a follower. That's all I gotta say. Raise your conscience. You walk around, guys. Look, at where you get your passport. You get your passport at the post office. What? Unbelievable. At the post office. Unbelievable. Who even gave them the right to do that? Who gave them that? Is somebody looking? At the post office. These things are government based items. Even notary. They got the guy at Fiesta doing notary for $2, $1. They don't even commission everywhere. I knew police officers who, guess what happened? They gotta go get notary somewhere. You see, these days it has to be accessible to the force. It has to be accessible to the force. Well, to get a notary, the police station could have offered one. Every government building could have offered one. But these things are out there. Everybody, so, guys, because look. This is what I believe the system was trying to do, was trying to make money, but the money they were selling themselves out to make money. Don't go sell yourself out to make the money. Let the money come to you. Think. So we're supposed to say no, man. You gotta have a badge to give notary now. Yeah. You gotta be an officer to give notary, yes. To get it. You're in the face of a police officer, yeah. Before you sworn to whatever document you just did. This would have given these officers a little part-time job. But guess what they're doing? They're going to work at some security office. That's good. Some of them is like, man, the money ain't right. No, the money is not gonna be right, because all the things that made you all stand as the pillar of justice was taken away. What does an officer do now? I said, what is it? They keep peace? Yes, a lot of things has been taken away from the force. You see? The notary part, you could have given to them. Even the passport, for God's sake. You should only get your passport in a government subsidized building. Where there's an officer, there is a state. The government is a state. Whatever entity it is, it works there, and take the applications. They said send it to Washington D.C. Do you see this? It's real. All these things have been stripped out from the officers. How are we moving? I don't want to go with the licensing of other things. If I went there, it's not gonna look good. Okay, it's not gonna look good. So let's do it little by little. We're gonna get there. Okay, it's just a little journey. So I'm gonna leave you all here. Like I said, whenever I see things, whenever I see things, uh, mm, whenever I see it, I wanna point it out. Now you raise your awareness and say, okay, whoa, How do I handle this? Oh my God, whoa, this is true. How do I learn this? Okay, how do I fix this? Who do I call? That's how you gotta move. Okay? How do I overcome this? So learn my colors. My colors is always what? Pay pay respect to the land you stand upon. Because we don't know. The land we stand upon might probably be a moving force that you don't know. The sun might be a moving force that we don't know. Okay? There might be all these things are moving forces that are attached to it that we don't know, and we gotta make sure. Oh my gosh, we don't know. So how do we make sure this is good? But always, the number one thing you have to do: take care of the green, the land you stand upon, the home, the body part, your bone, the orange part. Okay. Red, I told you, red is what? Red is whenever you see, when you see red, you see purple. Okay? So remember, the easiest way for you to remember this, my go Sammy. Is it to the left? Yes, it's go Sammy time, baby. Let's do this. Is what? Is go setting, scanning, assessment, mediation, expression, evaluation, and outcome. How do you remember it? Go Sammy. GSAMEEO. Okay? But the GO first, the go is on the top, the O is at the bottom. Always know your go give you what? The reason for the Sammy. Okay? Why did you do the whole Sammy part? The reason is what? The reason is when I went there, this they were you now start. Why did you do a go Sammy? When I went there to the facility or whatever, I scanned the place. This was your mediation comes through, and your mediation that you're given, officer, you have already given the mediation to the people. You see, one of the people were telling me, "Well, I get a ticket," and I said, "Yes." You see, one of the officers, I said one of them. My friend was one of the people that I know was like, tear the ticket out and throw it somewhere or something. And I was like, wait, what? You can get a ticket. Why do people even get pissed off about the ticket? The citation part. You gave them a citation. Don't do this again, right? Right. You did not give them a mediation on, okay, you know what? Why I stopped you? You only give them an evaluation. But obviously, you gotta now, I have an expression in there. Expression is after your cases, right? You express it back to yourself. Okay, if it was me in that position, will I be okay with it? We have taken the expression part too out of a lot. That's the most important thing. The expression is the yellow. Is be careful. There's the yellow part. And the expression part or the yellow part is if it was you, how would you feel? So as an officer, as a state, you have to also think this. If it was me, how would I feel? Do unto others as you do upon unto yourself. It's not excluded from your careers. Never let nobody tell you that. You see, people always think, well, I'm not supposed to feel sorry for them. It's not about the story. The story part is you thinking of the person as having been a victim. This is what we gotta talk. I'm gonna tell you why the word victim is hurting the force. I'm gonna teach you. You see, what I'm trying to tell you is do unto others as you do unto yourself. The expression part. When you went and visit Tanisha and the husband, and they were fighting, you tell the man, hey man, don't come here in 24 hours. Make sure you don't do this and all that stuff. You sit in your car and you said, okay, fine. I sent him away. Now let me bring it back to myself. Express it back to yourself. And that is, okay, when I spoke to Tanisha and the wife, Mr. This was very angry and everything. But now let me see. If I was in that situation, somebody did this, yeah, I already fixed it, right? Good, perfect. I did my part. Let me move forward. I'm done. And then you move forward. So the expression stuff, I mean to tell you, you express it to them, right? And you also express it to yourself, making sure when they come back to you, you got a reason. You see, the expression part, the yellow fabric, let me put you, the expression part, the yellow fabric, it's so important because it gives reasons. It gives reason of doing things. The yellow fabric, put it in your head. The yellow fabric, the caution tape, give a reason for doing things. It give you the reason is don't cross this line. I'm a caution tape. You feel me? The judge is the one that sits at the stop sign. Yeah. But the expression, what is expression is it? It's a caution tape, baby. Don't mess with the expression. So what does expression, the caution tape do? It's the one that said, I do things for a reason. So now if you want to base your culture, you can now come here. You can make your culture based upon what I'm teaching you here. You, the gold, is also the expression. The gold is also the expression. The gold, the expression, give you the reason, okay, that you did things, okay, or that this whole thing that you formed, you composed it. So the gold, the expression part, of your goal, let's put it, the expression part of your goal must always give you the reason of doing things. So right now, let's say you gotta pick a culture. You gotta pick a culture where it gives you the expression of why it does things. Why you find a culture? Why do you guys wear the yellow fabric with an expression of gold? So why do you stand so strong? You gotta say, I give reasons for why I do things. What is my reason? My reason is this and that and this and that. If you're gonna be in blues, you are mediation. You settle things. Do you understand? You settle things. The judge is always pink. You didn't know? Yeah. But the judge only see red. The judge is pink seeing red. Yes. You didn't know? The judge is pink seeing red. The judge is always sweet, but she only see red. So now, how is the judge going to deliver? Within the red and pink, what are the color? Huh? From moving from pink to red. How do you get it so concentrated? It's just a little gray in there. It's just a little gray in there. A little darker in from pink. And then you move to red. There's a little gray line that you don't see. So the judge has to always what? Judge in the gray line. You understand? Because let me tell you, you cannot find the gray line from the orange and green. No, there's no, it's not in there. No, no, orange and green, there's no gray line in there. You can try and say you want to find it from, how do you call it? You want to find it from orange and yellow. No, you're going to do what? It's going to be desaturated, descend. You're going to say, well, I'm going to see it from yellow and blue. That don't make sense at all. The only part you see is red and pink. You see, so what am I telling you? Red descends down to pink. So therefore, pink can only look forward to red. Let me tell you this. When you look at yellow and orange, when orange is moving to yellow, is what? You would think it's descending, right? Orange is moving from orange to yellow. You are going to sit there and say, well, maybe it's actually uh, it's actually decreasing, right? Let me teach you. You see how the red moved to pink, right? Now, the orange moving to yellow is desaturating, is limiting itself. But when it's pink moving to red, it's concentrating. So when you take expression and evaluation, moving to the top, you are doing what? Deconcentrating. Okay? When you take assessment moving to the, you are what? Concentrating. So the judge has to concentrate to make these judgments, to find the gray line within it. Moving from yellow to orange is darker. It's dark. Okay? Guys, if you look at my module here, there is no way you cannot express this. You cannot explain this to anybody. Even a 1-year-old would understand it. They'll be like, whoa. Yeah. You 3-year-olds will say, oh, wow, it moves precisely. Let's take the green, okay? Let's take the orange for soil, okay? Let's take the yellow for sun. Let's take the blue for water. Let's take the pink for what? The air you breathe in is so sweet. You need it all the time, okay? It's so sweet. You need it all the time. It's a mellow, very mellow tone, low mellow tone. Okay? Now your eyes are all red. You see through a lot. Then you are become what? You enlighten yourself. Purple. Okay? This is so simple. That's what a human being when you stand, this is your colors. When you look at anybody, this is the colors around them. So it's very when this is what I think happened. What I believe happened was folks either base the colors in the sky the colors in the sky as the colors within you. So what happened is them using the colors in the sky as the rainbow colors in the sky, using it as within you, thinking this is the colors, it's not gonna work. Why? Let me teach you why it never work. The colors in the sky is if you let me, how do you do it? Have you ever seen um a shadow rainbow in the sky? Have you ever seen a shadow rainbow in the sky? A shadow rainbow in the sky is like it's called, I think it's like a night rainbow, it's a moon rainbow or something, a night rainbow, a moon rainbow, something like that. It's only a reflection of the rainbow. So you see how the rainbow will move from, let's say, let me give you an example, pink, red, blue, right? And then it will say blue, pink, red. It reverse it. Okay, it reverse it up in the sky. But if you here, standing here, you're not the one reflecting the rainbow up there. Your color here, it reflects the natural things around you. Plants is one of them. Soil is one of them. The sun comes in. So people will ask me, so when you look in the Bible, guys, how was the I'm gonna teach you why my colors go exactly with what is in the Bible from the beginning, okay? How it was created, and you're gonna say, "Oh my God!" Okay, so I'm glad you are here on my channel. I gotta go. I don't know why my brother um got me some little cough something. I gotta see if I can take some. But this is how the colors go. This is the colors that must be used daily. You should not supposed to forget this. Don't think about the rainbow colors in the sky to use it. The rainbow colors in the sky is only for the sky. As a human being, it's not for you. Don't use that stuff. You see, that's why a lot of folks are able to go ahead and say, "Let me create my own." No, 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 no. No. Those I don't know how they came up with their rainbow colors. They're looking at the sky and they made that. No. So guess what? People don't have a meaning for the rainbow colors. They only say, "Oh, it's based upon what I see in the air." God said, "With my rainbow." No, it's it's saying when almost like my seven shades. You know what seven shades is? As a person who literally, no matter what you do, it doesn't affect them. They can change to whatever. They can be like today. Me, I was today. I'm like a police force inspector or something. I was a spiritual police force. Guys, what culture is this? I should make this culture. What culture is this? Police force and spirituality. Can we give a pastor that is a police there hand club? Can you see that? That that's what I was today. Every day there's a new outfit that I have on. Okay, so tomorrow I can be. What do you want me to be? I can be a free speech panther all day. I can preach it to the bottom of it. I can go deeper to the books for it. I can give you the melanated, all that stuff, and then I'll give you the health part of it. Okay, which one do you want? Do you want me to be? You want me to be the? You want me to be the street girl, who like to sing and all that stuff, but never talk to nobody? I can be that too. Okay, I can be. the teacher, I can be whatever. I can transform and teach you. Okay, I can be a mother. Okay, all that. That is what I'm telling you. I become you, and you are me. Help me understand you, so we can move forward together. I don't want to push you down. I don't want to cover you. I don't want to say that you are not deemed of being here. Let's take this journey to a better place, a place of peace. Okay, I enjoy you all being here. Oh, don't forget too. I have an acronym that I've put together that I'm working on. It's called peace. PCCS. It's police, right? It's called police. You have the courts, you have the corrections, and you have the sentences. It's called the peace module. The peace module is, I have the four. I'm going to use the four Go Sammys. But this one for police officers is going to be Go Sammy. I have the one that I have to do for the courts and the sentencing and the judge. And we're going to put these four together. It's an arrow, okay? It's four arrows that I have, four arrows. And you're going to find out that one stands for the truth, one stands for love, one stands for understanding. The last one is a secret that I leave for the brave to throw. Okay, so I'm gonna put it together, and we're gonna get up there. Okay, so let your expression be for your reason. Your expression give you a reason for why you do things. Okay. Be gold today. You are a gold. Gold, gold, gold. Pure yellow gold cushion tape everywhere. Don't mess with this. Don't step on this. All right, guys. God bless you all. Today, guess what we were? We were a police officer who was a pastor. So if you see one out there, give it up to them. They deserve it. Have a wonderful day. Oh, guess what? My grandfather was a chief police officer. Can you imagine? My great grandfather was a chief police officer. So you see, maybe it runs in the blood. I don't even do it. It just comes naturally, okay? God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.